Hey guys, it's Darin here, and here's what you need to know in 60 seconds or less for March 2017. Now, we're going to take a little bit longer for this video because I've got Jimmy Le-Tang here, who is a
chartered professional accountant.
We had to do about 4 takes because I could not say that properly in front of a camera. So anyway, Jimmy's got a couple tips for you guys, for anybody that's maybe looking for a home, that has bought a home in the last year, done anything with new construction. So we'll hang out with Jimmy for a few minutes and ask him some questions. So take it away. What do you want people to know?
All right, thank you very much, Darin. I got 2 things for those of you who are first-time home buyers. If you bought a new home in 2016 and you have not owned a principal residence in the past, you qualify for a federal first-time home buyers tax credit, which is worth $750 on your tax return. It is a non-refundable tax credit, so you got to have a little bit of income to utilize it, but it's yours for the taking. Don't forget to claim it.
Okay, so anybody that bought a home last year could get up to $750 worth of a tax credit.
Right.
Wow.
Right, exactly.
So that's important, guys. Make sure, for a lot of you that maybe do your taxes on your own because you don't have a lot going on, that might be a good reason to speak to a professional like Jimmy and get that advice to make sure you're taking advantage of those tax credits like that. Now, you had a couple other things.
Yeah, absolutely. For first-time home buyers, on your property transfer tax return, make sure that your conveyancer knows that you are a first-time home buyer, because you'll get either a partial exemption or a full exemption on the property transfer tax as well.
Wow, okay, so to put in layman's terms for everybody, what does that mean exactly?
Well, that basically means that if you bought a property that I believe it's $450,000 or less is the threshold, maybe it's $500,000.
It actually just went up to $500,000.
Yeah,
for those of you who didn't know, the property transfer tax rate now starts at $500,000. That was only a few days ago that kicked in.
Yep, and you got to be a first-time home buyer, and you don't pay any property transfer tax.
That's right.
On that purchase.
Okay.
Now, with regards to, I think we can move on to the next topic.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you had bought a new place from a developer in 2016, or anything in 2 years prior, you have 2 years to claim a GST rebate on a purchase of new residential property from a builder developer.
Okay, so for those of you that have bought a new property in the last 2 years, or if you know anyone that's bought a property in the last 2 years, that's great information to know to make sure you're taking advantage of what's available to you out there. Now, Jimmy, was there anything else you had for these guys?
One last thing is with regards to a sale of a principal residence. So in 2016, the CRA changed their administrative policy. They want you to, need you to, and require you to disclose the sale of a principal residence. There's a tick box on the face of your tax return that asks the question, did you sell a real estate property? Was it your principal residence? You would tick yes or no, and if you tick yes, you move on to Schedule 3 and fill out the rest of that schedule.
Okay, so another good reason that you may want to consider getting a professional to help you with that. Obviously, our government's really trying to crack down to make sure they know who's buying homes and what they're buying them for, and that's one of the reasons that you're going to see that in your latest documents. So anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. This, again, is Jimmy Le-Tang. He is a
chartered professional accountant.
And I'm Darin, of course, so if you need any tax advice, we're going to make sure you're hooked up with Jimmy's contact information and his website. If you need any real estate, you better call me. We all know that already, okay? So thanks again, and we'll see you next month. I've got Jimmy Le-Tang here. He's a certified professional, what is it called?
Chartered professional
Chartered. CGA. Or CPA.
CPA.
Okay.
Chartered professional accountant.
All right, ready?
All right, take 3.